Thank you, Honorable. Next on the list is Honorable Halifa Sallah for the minority group. Honorable, you have the floor.
Right before us, we have Honorable Colley with an open heart. The man who used to walk like us and assume a seat in order to defend the interests of a nation could not walk in this hall today. The mouth that could speak to defend that interest cannot speak today. And we are here for a purpose. Birth is a passage into life. Death is a passage outside of life. Honorable Colley is here before us today because of constitutional legitimacy, because of electoral legitimacy. He stood and demanded the authority of the people to be transferred to him so that he can speak on their behalf in this National Assembly. That authority is what makes him the important personality that he is. He is being given a state funeral because he is a member of one of the most important institutions of the land. He is the soul of the land who ought to get the respect that he deserves. But all of us here will not stand here today just to talk for its sake. If voices could capture the grief in the hearts of members of this National Assembly today, we may stay here longer than is necessary. We may forget why we are here. Honorable Colley has shown that a National Assembly member is governed by the dictate of conscience and national interest. And in this National Assembly, we all witness how he spoke about the shortcomings of his own constituency. And you can see his eyes flash whenever any development is promised for that constituency. Because of the background of being a teacher, one can see that he was constantly interested in facts, constantly making inquiries, constantly participated in all debates in order to speak his mind. He had conviction and did not bother too much about differences in opinions. All colleagues are quite aware that Honorable Colley will rush to grip your hand before you even go to do the same for him. And that's for everybody. It means that he saw this National Assembly as a body of honorable, gentle persons who are here for the same purpose, and so we should show respect for each other and therefore get the respect that one deserves. The members told me to convey to his family members, his party leaders, that this gentleman has served the purpose for which he was elected in this National Assembly. He has shown his sense of humility, his sense of openness, his sense of conviction that no one doubts. And today we are all assembled here as a nation because of him. This is our final engagement with the son of the land. The whole nation is here. The executive is here. The legislature is here. The judiciary is here. The whole international community is here. Today, the members want me to convey to all those who are here present that this tradition of having this state funeral is meant to draw lessons for all National Assembly members to gather the vital lessons. That whatever we do to serve is what helps others to understand what we ought to do to serve our nation and people. Today, as we finally depart, Honorable Colley is going into another world, is leaving us in this world. He fought for what was wrong, against what was wrong, and for what was right. He can no longer do the fight. His end has come. It is now for us to continue the journey until we build the type of nation that all of us will be proud to bequeath to our children and our children's children. But we must remember one thing, that for him, the world he is going is not a world where he will recognize anybody. It's the world of human beings. All of us will end there. And once we are buried and left for days, nobody will recognize where we came from, who we are, and who we should be. What is important now is to see that service is what motivated him to do everything that is necessary until he has reached this pinnacle of power in order to serve to the best of his ability. That service that motivated him is the same service that will motivate us, that as we assembled here, there is work left to be done, but we must know that he has done his part. And we must pray that because he has done his part, now is the time for him to receive the rewards. And all of us agreed that we should all pray for him to reap the reward of his belief and gain the heaven that he sought to work for, because service is what enabled him to know us and for us to know him. It is true that this journey from the cradle to the grave is filled with opportune and inopportune experiences. But today, let us see that as a sacrifice he made for his people, for his country. And having made that sacrifice, let us now think of an end for him that is a glorious one.
Thank you, Honorable.